I gotta admit, I didn't see the latest greatest hits of missed layups, the missed layups clinic that Angel Reese put on from last night's game. It's like a greatest hits collection of missed layups. I can't even believe this is real.
Is a professional basketball player being watched? Angel Reese just put on one of the worst shooting performances in WNBA history. She missed 3 consecutive layups and made basic shots that high school players frequently make, which caused her to cover her eyes in embarrassment. The internet is laughing uncontrollably at this viral moment, and fans are comparing her to a baby deer attempting to play basketball as the video goes viral. Despite this embarrassing performance, she is threatening to sit out if the league doesn't raise her salary. The disparity between her on-court struggles and salary demands has everyone wondering if this is the most irrational move in sports this year.
I just can't even believe it. I mean, bleep it. Let's run it again. Guys, and I'm not sure that's the worst one.
This was more than simply a poor performance. It was a basic basketball breakdown that is going viral on social media more quickly than highlight dunks.
I just stumbled across of it. There's 2 different videos now floating around out there, and it's unbelievable.
Allow me to explain the specifics of a recent unmatched league match between the Vinyl and the Rose. To put things in context, Angel Reese struggled in a level that is uncommon among professionals. She ended the game with a dismal 5 for 13 shooting. From the field, everyone has poor shooting nights, but this one wasn't like that.
Let's start this over. What? Are you kidding? Yeah. Oh, this may be the same one from earlier. Okay.
Angel's attempts resembled a looping bad comedy sketch, but these were wide-open, undefended layups that literally hit the bottom of the backboard shots that high school players would make 99 times out of 100. Basketball players practice these shots until they become muscle memory.
Supposed to be a big? I mean, what in the hell is going on here? I understand her team won. I get it. 5 of 13 from the field. 13 rebounds.
One fan wrote, "I've never seen anything like this from a professional athlete before," while others on social media added circus music to the videos, making Angel's struggle an instant meme. The most widely shared moment occurred when she actually covered her eyes in embarrassment following one particularly bad miss, when even the player recoils in shock, knowing something is seriously off.
She's like a combination of a baby deer and a baby giraffe trying to play basketball in a jersey. It's that kind of just awkwardness. And it's weird. It's gotten to be weird.
The fact that Angel continued retrieving her own rebounds after missing, only to miss again, was what made the entire basketball sequence even more agonizing to witness. Groundhog Day is getting better. At one point, Miss Layup Repetition collected 3 consecutive rebounds but was still unable to convert the basketball. The most absurd thing about Twitter was how cruelly people compared her to young children starting to play basketball for the first time.
Last night, once again, had one of the worst shooting games in the history of planet Earth. For what's supposed to be a big? I mean, what in the hell is going on here? I understand her team won. I get it. 5 of 13 from the field. 13 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds, only 10 points.
Angel managed to rack up a double-double with a ridiculous 10 points and 13 rebounds despite this shooting nightmare, but that stat line doesn't tell the whole story of how many of those rebounds came from her own missed shots and how much her reputation suffered. This is where things get really interesting, though, because all of this is happening immediately after Angel made significant demands regarding WNBA pay. How can someone who is demanding more money from the league be missing the most basic shots in basketball? It's like applying for a raise after forgetting how to type at your office job.
Crazy. She has below average basketball skills. It's almost baffling how she made it this far with limited skills. If she went on strike, her team might actually be better off.
When viewed objectively, these widely shared layup errors are among the worst shooting performances by a professional basketball player in recent memory. We've witnessed players being stopped. We've seen air balls. But to consistently miss wide opens, Layups are going into uncharted territory in terms of basketball mistakes, and they become more noticeable when you consider what Angel Reese said a few days prior to her outburst, which added to her injury immediately before her WNC. Angel brazenly stated that we are watching WNBA players who might boycott if they don't receive greater compensation. The timing couldn't be worse, threatening a walkout just before demonstrating why basic fundamentals might require some attention first. Court problems went viral.
And this is the same player that just came out and said, if they don't pay them the bag in the WNBA, we sitting out. Quote, we sitting out. What? I mean, after seeing...
Let's take a moment to discuss the money. Angel Reese is making around $60,000 to $770,000 as a rookie in the WNBA. That's the standard rookie salary. But based on her comments, she seems to think she deserves significantly more. We're talking salary. Jumps that would rival NBA-level compensation, despite struggling with basketball's most elementary skill, making an uncontested layup. The disconnect is staggering. How can someone demand elite-level pay while missing shots that most high school varsity players consistently make?
I'm like, how the hell can this person possibly be demanding more money from anyone to play basketball anyway? I mean, in your other endeavors, fine, go make...
Fans aren't holding back when they express their opinions about this contradiction. Snarky suggestions that she should receive $25 million to continue entertaining us are common on social media, along with remarks like, pay her dog. Although, the internet may be cruel, these responses show how fans felt about the discrepancy between Angel's demands and her on-court performance during her Chicago Sky rookie season. The media portrayed Angel's remarkable double-double streak as evidence of her worth and skill level, leading many basketball analysts to argue that she was worth every penny and more. However, statistics show that the team's performance actually suffered during that time, so getting rebounds off of your own missed shots doesn't exactly scream Elite B basketball.
Yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are.
I need to get in the meetings.
You need to come to the meetings.
I gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us, if y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sit out.
That's a possibility.
Angel's career trajectory raises an intriguing question. Is her social media fame outpacing her basketball development? She has established a sizable platform and brand before demonstrating her ability to consistently play at a professional level. Many players spend years honing their craft before vying for attention, but Angel has defied that conventional wisdom by becoming famous first and improving her game second.
Guys, how many times have I said she shouldn't be practicing no jumpers from nowhere? I mean, she ought to be just layup after layup after layup. Because let's be real, a lot of the heat she takes is because of this. And it's because it's not to be believed.
This perfect storm of paradoxes is created when you combine the missed layups, the bold's request for more money, and the enormous social media following despite basic hardships. Her boycott threat suddenly appears to be totally out of touch with reality. How can you expect top dollar when you're having trouble using abilities that the majority of high school varsity players have mastered?
Trash. Sit out, please. And in her own mind, she's the league's best player. Everyone comes to watch her play, and she's worth an 8-figure contract. Face palm. Angel Reese is delusional. Right there. There it is. There's the baby giraffe.
That perfect storm of contradictions becomes even more bizarre when you consider what actually transpired on the court that evening, when the Rose destroyed the Vinyl by nearly 30 points. However, Chelsea Gray gave an incredible masterclass, while Angel Reese was occupied with gathering her own misses.
Can this person possibly be demanding more money from anyone to play basketball anyway? I mean, in your other endeavors, fine, go make your money. But, guys, how many times have I said there should be no...
The blowout. A troubling reality about individual performances is concealed by victory. Chelsea Gray was the true force behind the team's ascent to victory. displaying top-tier play that contrasted sharply with Angel's difficulties as Chelsea lit up the field with accuracy and talent. Angel's efforts weren't so much game-changing plays as they were a string of misfires. Let's discuss that double-double. On paper, 10 points and 13 rebounds may seem impressive, but basketball insiders are pointing out something that casual fans might overlook. A sizable percentage of those rebounds were the result of her own missed shots. When your greatest statistical contribution is correcting your own errors, the value significantly decreases.
All right, her team won. That's great. But it was Chelsea Gray that carried their asses last night. Let's just be real.
This reality is reflected in social media discussions, where fans are speculating that the Rose might actually perform better without Angel on the floor. In a one-pointed comment claim game, teams like the Chicago Sky could have developed players, like Camila Cardoso, into one of the league's top 3 big men without Angel taking minutes, implying that Angel's presence prevents possibly superior talent development. Examining the Angels' renowned double-double run from the previous season, when everyone praised her steady stat line, makes this even more telling. The Chicago Sky's performance slipped, and their record deteriorated during the very run that was supposed to demonstrate Angel's worth. The numbers told one narrative, but the outcomes revealed another.
Rebounds. I'm not a betting man. 5 for 13 from the floor. Goodness gracious. Gray balls of fire. That's not good. That's not good at all. And you didn't even get to the free throw line. Oh no. Oh no. This was, dare I say, vintage Angel Reese. Dare I say we turned back. If I can turn back.
The core problems also need to be addressed. Being an elite basketball player requires more than simply physical prowess. A fan harshly but tellingly compared Angel's style of play to a young deer and baby giraffe attempting to play basketball, expressing the worries basketball purists have about her technical underpinnings. These flaws show up when she has trouble with simple scoring opportunities.
You got to remember, guys, do not forget, the Chicago Sky had a season meltdown during the double-double streak. They were in like the 7th and 8th playoff spot and had a meltdown during that streak.
This is the point at which there is an inevitable divergence between basketball value and marketability. Angel has amassed a sizable fan base and clear impact on social media, but the crucial question is whether her fame is concealing significant shortcomings in her basketball skills. Can you rely on Angel Reese to perform when the game is on the line?
1-inch vert. She's mastered the art of missing to get her own rebound. If you're gonna do it, better do it big. Yeah.
It appears that viewers have the same query. There are a number of reasons why the unmatched league's viewership has fallen, with recent games garnering as low as 76,000 after debuting at 313,000. The real problem with Angel Reese, according to coaches and analysts, is that she needs to concentrate on honing her fundamentals, particularly that layup technique, before making these salary demands. Fans may be less interested in watching players who produce more social media buzz than consistent on-court excellence. Court battles bring up an important point regarding her actual worth in the pay dispute. Players are demanding more salaries in the WNBA's escalating negotiations, but experts wonder if Reese should be included in these discussions. While she has established a strong brand, basketball experts are assessing her work ethic against market demands. Professionals concur that Angel needs to show genuine growth in fundamental abilities in order to be eligible for higher salaries. Do you think that subpar fundamentals are ever justified by raw marketability, or should she concentrate on honing her craft before requesting a better salary?
Foul. Unrivaled hasn't really been doing all too well lately. All too well. We had the great debut, 313,000. Then this past Friday, Lunar Owls rose 160,000. Phantom Laces 110,000. We are near record lows, folks. We are getting to record